Okay, today we are going to be talking about this 2022 35-foot Chris Craft GT. This boat is in fountain blue color with a matching hardtop and a midnight blue boot stripe, powered by triple Mercury Verado 350s, color matched to match the gel coat. This is a perfect boat for people that are in 25, 28, 30-foot boats and want a day boat that they could crash overnight or have a changing room and be able to take anything that the ocean's gonna dish out to them. The boat weighs just under 13,000 pounds. It's a 10-foot 10 beam, 35-foot length, and she's a beast inside. This one has got the full Heritage Edition, which includes the teak rails along the sides, the swim platform, the full cockpit teak floor, and all the accents that go with it. You can see also we have the full GT top with a power sure shade on top of it. And also, if you look at the very top of that, that's a navigation light with also a pawl. So if you're gonna do any tubing with the kids, you can use that as your tow point. Oh, by the way, this boat's available with inboard engines or it's available with outboard engines. For the ease of ownership, for customers in our market that are not able to keep their boat on a lift all the time, we've been going with the outboard engines because they're very easy to own and operate. Like other Chris Crafts you'll see, we do have underwater lights. It is the Lumitech underwater lighting system, which corresponds with all the courtesy lights on the boat as well, so you can change colors to all the indirect lighting and all the cockpit lighting. Again, this is kind of a cool feature because it's a ladder that pulls out, drops down, and it allows you to get on and off the boat through the transom. But if you're in the water, for some reason you fall in the water and you need to get on and off the boat, clipping that thing, you can get to it from the water, where you wouldn't be able to get to that from a side door or anything else. But we have steps here, so we don't need that. Okay, so you can see we also have a transom door and a side door. The side door is nice because it gives you access to get on and off the boat from the dock. But also if you're swimming, you can swim, get on and off the boat without going anywhere near the motors. And the finish, like I said, on this boat with the fountain blue, it's one of my favorite colors. It's beautiful. I like the way it matches the top. And I think it really shows class in this size of a boat. As we move up front on this boat, you'll notice the tremendous amount of flare that we have. And that dictates to us how this boat's gonna ride in heavy seas. If we get out there in a rough sea and it's rolling pretty heavy, this water's gonna get thrown away from the boat pretty nice. We have a through hole windlass, automatic, all chain, of course. If you want to bottom paint the boat, we can do it any color you'd like. We do custom paint jobs all the time for our customers. Okay, so we'll start on the back of the boat. We have a really nice lounge area, full protected cockpit, but this is kind of slick. With the flip of a little button here, I can move this on tracks, and we have now a full lounge that lays out here, okay? You have a Fusion remote control, so you can control your volume of your radio or anything you want to listen to right there. And you're really kind of deep in the boat here. You know, it's not like you're hanging off the boat like some of the other boat models that have these lounge chairs off there, which I really like. But I also like the ability to slide this back and now have a full cockpit seat inside here. Again, cup holders that flip down all over the place. Okay, so this is something I want to show you. These are the fender clips that we talk about. They're kind of an expensive option, but they are really nice because they come with a pre-braided Chris Craft line, a nice stainless steel clip here. We always put fleece fender covers on our boats because these boats are painted. But when you want to clip this thing on the side of the boat, you simply walk over here. Okay, so the cockpit's really kind of nice here. We have a refrigerator right here, drawer style refrigerator, so it pulls out, and this is great for like sandwiches and so forth so they don't get wet from ice. We also have a secondary refrigerator right over here that pulls out, and this has got a freezer component to it, which is kind of nice as well, right up in the top here. We have a wet bar over here. It's all winterized, so that's what the pink is. And we, again, opt not to do the grill because we feel like people don't use them that often. So we don't want to just have them sitting there unused. Side transom door. Locks into place. And again, a transom ladder that folds out so you can get on and off the boat from the side. Okay, one of the coolest things about a boat is having a cool table on it. The pain in the neck with tables is what do you do with them when you're not using them? Well, these guys solve that problem pretty easily. We have a table that hides away when you're not using it, but when you want to use it, you pull it out, open the leaf up on it, it locks into the floor, and you have a full-blown cockpit table that's huge and easily stows away, which is, in my opinion, the best part about it. You got a storage over here, and I will show you the biggest storage we have in this boat, which is in the engine compartment, because we opted for the outboards. Moving it up front, we have dual Garmin GPSs, Mercury binnacle control with the Mercury joystick, which has, again, Skyhook, which is a virtual anchor, as well as autopilot feature built right into it. It's got a VHF radio with DSC, Fusion radio system, and this one's got the premium audio. So we'll have subwoofers, amps, and so forth. It will have C-Zone, which allows you to control all of the components from the screens, as well as some hard buttons for the things that you use often. Cup holders, automatic helm seats to move forward and backward. There's your Fusion stereo. We have a Lenco trim tab system with auto retractors as well as indicators. And then again, we put the 12-volt air conditioner in here, so if it's a hot day, you can run cold air into the cockpit, which is kind of nice on both sides. The passenger seat as well has electric seats that move up in front. Got a little glove box for your phone and so forth. So our ignition switches are here, and that's what controls all of our ignitions and gives us power. And these are our battery switches and our circuit breakers. Now you can see this Mercury gauge is firing up. That's a supplementary gauge. You can read all of the information up on the screens as well. All right, so on the starboard side here, we have a little berth. And this is a great changing room, a great place to store your foul weather gear, towels. But if you do want to spend the night on the boat, it does have a TV. It is air conditioned. And it will serve that purpose. There's some hanging storage inside, and that whole piece does fill in for sleeping. Okay, at the helm, we have an Italian steering wheel that's beautiful. Has a tilt mechanism. Retro gauges that we can put any information we want up there at our fingertips, and everything else will run through our main gauge platform here, which would be navigation, engine, switching, anything we want, we can put through on these screens and be able to control it. And again, there's hard buttons, so if I want to press my horn, I can press it. Things that I need right at my beck and call. We have USB outlets all over the place, cup holders all over the place. This boat is yacht certified, so you have the ability to bring as many people as you'd like on the boat. It's up to the captain's discretion, which is normal for a boat this size. Okay, on the port side, we have a full head. And this is nice because you can have somebody in the head changing, or somebody in the dressing room changing, and somebody using the bathroom if they need to. And again, it's a full Tecma head. It's got hot and cold water. It's got tank watch, and it is pretty much the same toilet system you would see in a 100-foot boat. This is kind of a nice feature also. This is a walk-through door that we can close off, lock it, close our windshield, and now we're fully protected behind this. And I gotta tell you, I'm about 5'10". When I'm sitting down, I'm below this windshield, which means all the airflow is gonna go over the top of me. And if it's a fall day and you're out there and it's a little chilly, you put this on and you'll notice a huge difference. Okay, coming up forward, we have a really huge bow area. And this is different than most of the other open bows that Chris Craft has. They're 28s and 30s. You are really deep inside this boat. I mean, I am shoulder depth inside this boat. So if it's rough out or even cold out, you're somewhat protected inside here. And you have storage underneath all these cushions. You have a table that comes up electronically. This floor piece is a table that will come up and either fill in for a filler cushion, for a cocktail table, or for a full eating table. Throughout the boat, like I said, you'll see cup holders pretty much everywhere. You see armrests pretty much everywhere. You see remote controls for the stereo pretty much everywhere, which allows each different area of the boat to control the radio volume, what they want to listen to, how loud, and so forth. Like I said before, this is a premium audio system, so we'll have the JL Audio speakers, subwoofer, amp, and so forth. Okay, up front here, which we saw in the beginning, you have the windlass that comes through the boat. Well, this is how you access it. If we open up here, you'll see you have a all-chain stainless steel windlass with a controller here, as well as control at the helm. It's got a lock, so when you are anchored out, you're not putting unnecessary stress on top of your windlass. And here's a really cool feature. It's got a wash down. So if you get mud on your anchor, you can pull it out and wash it down. Okay, so 35 GT, like I said, 35 feet long, 10 foot 10 wide, weighs just under 13,000 pounds dry. Awesome boat for Long Island Sound, New England waters. If you're in a 28, 30-foot boat and you want to go anywhere and do anything with style, this is a great upgrade for you. Give us a call and we'll be happy to go through the particulars with you, get you out for a ride on it.